From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Herbert to throw right away. That is caught. It's Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. The Chargers at 10-2 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Shoves him away. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line.
Gotta go, let it out, let's go.
In motion left goes Sutton. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now a stoppage as Samaje Perine appears to have been shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Turned the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
When you get ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter who you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a what you're getting ready for.
On third down, Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
That's pulled in at the 32. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Rolling to his right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Herbert back to the air.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Down the left sideline.
Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
36 power.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
21.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert sliding out of the pocket.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Herbert now. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And now off to the races, down the right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Mims in motion left. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
14.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to the ground with Robinson. Gets through and now an opening. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. James Robinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to
start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A give left side to Robinson.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Short throw caught by Dosich.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Justin Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. To the air again, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, They've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Herbert off of play action. Steps away. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They snap it to Herbert. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done, so I think going for it there was the right call.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Now Wilson on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now Wilson changing the play. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Even though they were stopped before the first down marker, well-executed run there by the offense.
It certainly was, and the best part about it, it opens up other plays, especially the play-action passing game. Because if you can sell the run, that brings the linebackers up, and you can throw over the top of them and in front of the safeties.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Herbert back to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Pat Surtain, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Sheds off the tackle, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Boy, 175 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Mike Williams, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. He gets it to Johnston. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Finds Johnston.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
14, run it.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Caught by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Scoring game, Charles, that we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Chargers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that,